Hey there, I'm Dennis Lewis from Ratio.dev, and in this video I'd like to show you how to set up a custom sitemap for your Bubble application. Now let me be clear, this is not using the native sitemaps option that is built into Bubble. And the reason for that is that oftentimes if you're not really careful with your privacy rules, using the native sitemaps and expose a lot of kind of data to the search engines that you really don't want them to see. And so the best solution for that is to not use the native sitemaps and to use a custom sitemap. And so to do this, the first thing we're going to do is you're going to jump into your plugins and you're going to install a plugin called sitemap.xml creator. This will install an action into your Bubble application, and we're going to see how you set it up next. You're going to go to your backend workflows. So click on the fancy new backend workflows tab in the Bubble Builder, and you're going to create a new API workflow. So you could just come here and click and do new API workflow. I've got one here. So for this workflow, you're going to give it a name. In this case, I've called it sitemap.main. You want to expose it as a public API workflow. That's important. You want to make it run without authentication and to ignore privacy rules. And you want it to get triggered with a get. So that will make this visible, and then you'll get a URL that you can just submit to your Google Search Console. So once you've done that, then you're going to create two actions in this workflow. First, you're going to use the convert list to sitemap.xml. And this is where you can actually configure what's going to be included in your sitemap. So here we've done a search for articles, which are blog posts, and this lets you create the search any way you want. So you can filter by status, you can order them, you can make it any way you want. You're going to tell it the bubble type. In this case, it's article. And then you're going to want to give it a location. So you're going to use the website home URL so that this would work for version test and version live. And then you're going to put the slug for your page, and you're going to end it with a slash. And then after that, you're going to tell it to put the slug of the data type. So now it's going to create the full URL to include in the sitemap. Then you can also tell it to give it the home page. So that's where you can put that. You can put all of your static pages here where it says additional pages. You just go put the page names with the commas. So you can include all of your static pages that way. And then you can create for up to two more lists of dynamic pages in this sitemap. So with each custom sitemap, you can put as many static pages as you want and 3 dynamic pages. And then you can create as many sitemaps as you need. So if you have a bunch of dynamic pages, you can just go create more. And once you've done that, then the next step in the workflow is just to return data from as a response to any query of this API. And it's going to be of other content type. You're going to call it text/XML, and you're just going to pass it the result of the first step, and you're going to give it the sitemap.xml. So that's going to return a text file of this properly formatted XML for the sitemap. And with that, you're done. You've got a custom sitemap. Then all you have to do is go to your settings here and you go to the API tab for workflows, it's going to be your custom domain. You can use version test or not, and it's going to be API 1.1/workflow/ whatever the name of that backend workflow that you created. And you're done. You can take that URL, submit it to Google, and it will be a valid sitemap that will include exactly the information that you want included, and it won't include anything else. So that's how to set up a custom sitemap for your Bubble application. and we'll talk to you later in the next video.